no one's popped in. I'm going to give a few minutes to see if anybody shows up. This is going to be a story about my first lionhead bunny, Leo. How I got him, how his life was while I had him, and how he died and why. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do tips, tricks, advice to help you keep your bunnies healthy and happy. And if that's something you're interested in, hey, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so anytime I upload, you'll be notified. And hit that like button. That lets YouTube know that more people are wanting to see they're watching my videos, so therefore they're going to expand my videos every time you hit that like button so other people can see them. And hit a comment below. Let me know how you think I'm doing, what you think about today's story. And this is actually a true story. And if you are new to my channel, I will introduce myself. My name is Kelly, and I rescue and raised rabbits for about close to 30 years. Maybe a little less than that, maybe like 25. Excuse me, I know it's really eat on the screen, but they were in my hand. I didn't know what to do with it. Well, thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate that. And I got one person in here. This is going to be a story about Leo, whoever you are. Hi, Raha. How are you? You're the only one that ever seems to pop in here. And I'm going to tell the story about Leo. Figure I have about 20 minutes before I got to feed Harley and take the dog out. I'm okay. The reason I haven't been on here as much is because I've been in and out of the hospitals over infection on my legs. So, you were asking why I wasn't as active as I normally am. And I was in a hospital for like 7 days straight. And if you can't tell, I just woke up. And there's some updates. Something I had to do that I never thought I would. And I'll get to that in later. But here's the story of Leo. You remember the black little lion head that I had, that I talked about? His name was Leo. And I thought, since I never got a chance to telling his story, I figure I'd do it live. That way, it's easier to answer questions and stuff like that. If you have any questions during this, I'm reading your comments, so I'll stop and answer every one of them. So, Leo, around 2015, my birthday is in October. Yes, my birthday's coming up. But in 2015, in October, my husband, I told him I wanted to have a bunny for my birthday. I was already raising and fostering rabbits. They currently were outside in hutches, and that's another big no-no that I did that I didn't really realize, because it was just something so common everybody did. Back in the day, they put, rabbits were in cages. But these rabbits were rescued, so I didn't have enough room in my house to separately house all them because rabbits that aren't bonded will fight. Um, and I got two people in here. Whoever that second person, if you could just leave me a comment, let me know, say hey or something like that, so I know you're here. Um, so the rabbits that were outside, um, they were um, in hutches, and they were kind of like rescues, fosters, that kind of deal. Um, so when I told my husband I wanted a bunny of my own, but I wanted it to be indoors and I wanted it in my house, in my family, around us. Um, that was something with the hutches that I wasn't really proud of. And when I started out with this rabbit business, I did rescue. I did breed, and now we all know that we've got so many rabbit people out there breeding that, um, the bunnies just aren't going to good homes like you think they are. But anyway, back to Leo. It was October in 2015. Um, there was this guy, and he had chickens in the front yard. And so we stopped there. We was like, maybe he might have rabbits. So um, we when we got there, we talked to the guy and we asked him, do you by any chance have any rabbits? He says, yes, my daughter has some in the barn. So he got his daughter, and she came out and opened up the barn doors, and there they were. Um, there was 4 that she was selling, and there was 2 of them that were called mini Rexes. If you've never seen a mini Rex, they are really super plush fur. It's like you could put your hands in their fur like for days. It's so soft. But these other 4 were, I believe they were all black. Leo was black, and the other 3 were black as well. I'm pretty sure. If I can remember correctly. And Harley's out. She's wondering what I'm doing. You want to see her real quick? Let me know, and I'll pause my conversation and I'll turn the camera around so you can see her. When someone says, okay, you want to see her? Okay. Okay, let's turn this around. Look at her all laid there. Ain't that darling? There she is. Say hi, sweet angel. Hi. Ain't that adorable, though? You are totally right about that. She is my alpha and my omega. She's my beginning and she's my end, and everything in between. Don't you love her colors? That's what you call a harlequin. Uh, um, Not the breed, but just the pattern on her fur. That's called harlequin when they've got like repetitive colors. It doesn't have to be this repetitive all the way up. It just has to be a couple layers. Yeah, she's just, she loves that hallway. And man, when she comes back down the hallway, she zoomies really quick. She don't do it all the time, but most of the time she does. And it's so funny to watch her look like, oh, did you see that binky? Did you just see that binky? It wasn't a big one, but it was a binky. She's over there nosying through that part of the room. So you did see it. Hey, we got it live on TV. See, she gets real happy in the morning. And if for some reason, yeah, she is fast. You want to see the kitty? Here's Kitty. She's asleep right next to me. There she is. That's Oreo. And back. Yeah. You know, she is 14 years old. She'll be 15 in December. And that makes her right now, currently, she is 73 years old, according to the charts, in human years. Harley, I found out how old she is since she turned 1. You want to know how old she is? She is 21 years old, enough to go to the bar. Ain't that funny? And she just trying to find something to get into, which the house is bunny proof, so she can't get into nothing. What are you doing? You want to see her new tunnel I got her? This is called a crazy tunnel. It like twists and turns, and it's made like that. It's made like this, like, you know, curved corners. And it's got holes. Instead of holes on the top, there's a hole here, and there's a hole right there. And of course the ends. But I got her that. And I don't know if there's any more new stuff that I bought her. Oh, I did buy her that one cupcake. You remember I told you that Tractor Supply was out of the cupcake that she likes to chew on? Well, here it is. This is what they look like. Right there. It's a little cupcake. And they can eat that whole entire thing. So, well, hi. What am I doing in here? Huh? Yeah. That's a good girl. Yes. Oh, it's a baby. Mommy says I'm a baby, and Mommy's always right. Huh? That ain't a bunny. I'm a baby. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. Alright. We'll go ahead and turn this back around. Bye. I'll show her some more. And now you see my ugly face. Okay, so anyway, I got to this place and I looked at the rabbits, and right away I instantly started to feel very worried for these bunnies. They were so skinny that you could feel their bones, and it's almost like you were afraid to pick them up. You thought you were going to break them. Oh, well, thank you. I'm wearing my bunny nightgown. You see the little bunnies on there? I don't even know what that's a Sleepy, and the little ears are right here. And, yeah, there's a bunny right there. They're just all over. Thank you. Yeah, so it's a little night. Anytime I can get something with bunnies on it, I do, because I'm just crazy like that. So anyway, with Leo, I was just planning on getting him, but the way, the same thing happened to me when I got my last bunny. He was very, yeah. You're gonna, now it is 10 o'clock. I'm gonna have to feed the bunny, but I'll talk to you while I'm doing this. But before I get up, like I said, she had 4, okay? They were all skin and bones. And, the lady was feeding him, brace yourself, cat food. So we all know bunnies are herbivores, right? And she's feeding them cat food. Yes. That's what I said. What? several things were going through my mind. Now I couldn't overreact, because if I did, she could have told me to leave, and then that would have put the rabbits in jeopardy. So I had to play it cool. But at the very end, as soon as I was taken off, I did say my 2 cents about how she treated these guys. So she was giving them cat food, because I looked in the cage and there's a bowl and it's got cat food. I wasn't sure if it was dog or cat food, but cat food's little smaller pieces. Dogs usually have the nuggets, So I knew it was cat food. So, and the other thing is, there was no water bottle, no water bowl in sight. There's no water at all. And I really believe that these guys were dying if I didn't get them out of there. Unfortunately, I couldn't take them all. I couldn't take all 4 of them. But I did take 3. Now, when I got Leo out to hold him, my husband noticed something. I didn't really, because I wasn't really looking and checking his body out. I was just wanting to hold him and pet him. And he says, his foot's bleeding. Not like dripping of blood. Thank you. His foot wasn't dripping with blood, but he had been recently wet with blood. Like, the blood hadn't dried yet. And then, with further inspection, I looked at his foot, and there's also a piece of bone sticking out of the back of its heel. Like his heel bone. Somehow it went through his fur and his skin. Apparently, it looks like something had went in that barn and tried to pull him out through the cage, because the cage was a wire square cage that she was keeping him in, and apparently maybe like a fox, a coyote. Well, coyotes not so much, but I'm thinking a fox or a raccoon. Raccoons eat meat animals. And what animal doesn't have meat? I hate that word, like meat rabbit, all that. That really cringes me to death. But he noticed the foot on him, and when I was looking at his foot, there was a piece of bone sticking out, like I said. So, now I'm going to go ahead and get her food, but I'm going to keep talking to you guys. So, Leo had this bone sticking out of the back of his heel. Need to get there's water. And, so, I went and told the lady. I was like, this rabbit's foot's bleeding. And I said, apparently it looks like something tried to attack him from inside the cage by pulling his foot through the cage. I believe that that's what happened. And the lady says, how she was treating them. Yeah, I did call the police. They said I get a hold of animal control. Sorry if the light. I'm trying to find a spot where I can set this down while I talk to y'all. Let's see. So I'm in the kitchen right now. They said that I needed to call animal control, so I did. I'm really sorry, guys. Okay, is it okay? Well, you won't see all of me, but you can hear the story at least. So I need to wash this bowl out, and I'm trying to get it where you can see me. I don't know why it's trying to. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's just take you along with the journey. I gotta pour out her old water and give her new. Um, and so I called animal control, you know. For some reason his phone wants to just keep, okay. So, I don't know if they actually came here or not, but they said if that last rabbit is not harmed or doesn't look harmed, I mean, it was skin and bones, but they said they have to be visible before they can forcefully take the rabbit away from her. And the only thing that the rabbit did have was being neglected was it was malnutritioned. So, sorry, I have to eat some because I gotta take pills. And so they said if there was no, I don't know, something visible on them where they could tell it was being abused, they couldn't take the bunny away from her. So let me go get some water. Alright. Now I gotta clean out a bowl to give her lettuce. We'll just take this one right now. I'm sorry I keep walking away and stuff. I really apologize. So anyway, I didn't have enough room for all 4 of these guys, but I was able to rescue 3. When I told Leo, you're gonna pass out when you, my shark, my robot vacuum, it's in the bathroom and causing trouble. You want to see my bathroom? I'll turn this around. You're going to see all kinds of bunny stuff. There's my shower curtain. Ain't that cute? It's just get naked. I got it off, I think, Amazon or something. Thank you. And here's my bunny. You know, like designer towels, if that's what you want to call them. And I got these from a website, and they were like $5 for both of them. So, I had to come in here. It's that thing. I had to keep that in that corner, otherwise it gets stuck in that corner, and then it ruins my rug. So, okay. Continue, Johnny. That's Johnny 5, by the way. Okay, so back to me. So Charlie, leave her alone. Come here, in here, lay down, until I get her food ready. I'm going to be taking you all over the place, because we're going to go outside. If you have to go, let me know, and then, I'll do a live some other time, but, let me get the lettuce. So, so I couldn't do nothing with the 4th one, like I said. I grabbed 3, I paid for 3 of them. I think I paid, at the time, it was only $8 a piece. And when I told her, this is the part that I told you, you're going to, thank you for saying my bathroom's adorable. I love it. And I didn't show you, but my light switch, there it goes again. My light switch above it has a rabbit. Yeah, it just wants to keep sliding. Alright, anyway. I told the lady that Leo's foot, his back foot, is bleeding. And also looks like a sign of some kind of a piece of bone sticking out of the back. So whatever attacked him must have, like, I don't know, I guess broken his foot to a sense. Okay, good. I'm glad you can stay. You know, you're the only one that ever shows up in here. But hey, one's better than nothing, right? Alright, let's take this stuff out here. And she told me to put Leo back and get another one. Can you believe she said that? My mouth dropped to the ground. I mean, it's not like a loaf of bread. Put it back, it's smushed. Let's put it back and get another one. Yeah, that's what I said, huh? Giving her less now and stuff. I was like, I'm not putting him back. What I see, I cannot be unseen. When an animal is suffering or has blood on them or anything like that, needs to be to a vet. So I made sure I kept it cool. But at the end, I told her, I was like, I had the rabbits already in the car. There's nothing she could have done. And I told her that, you know, you don't go feeding rabbits cat food. What you're doing to these guys is inhumane. Their skin and bones, you weren't feeding them. There's no water in there. I was like, you're a horrible person. And I said, you could have pulled grass. If you couldn't have, she said she couldn't afford the food. Then why do you have the rabbits? Why didn't you give them to somebody that could take care of them? She was just I think she's gonna let them sit there and die. I mean, and if I hadn't got Leo and the other two, I guarantee you, they would have not seen, they probably would have died within 2 days. I don't remember her name, but I do remember where she lives. And I went by there not too long ago, I'd say about 6 months ago, to see if they had any more rabbits. Because I was going to rescue some more. Yeah, it is. It's really... And you know what? That happens more than you think. It's more common than you think. And I know I can't rescue all of them. But if I come across some that are needing rescued and I can help them, whatever they want for them, I will pay for and get them out of danger. So what I did is I'm trying to pour her water. If I'm sorry that I'm moving around so much. Just 10 o'clock is when I start feeding and taking the dog out and stuff like that. So we're done with the water. She's already had her fiber tablet. Since you have a bunny, you need to order... I don't have the package on me, but it's these things. They're digestive. I think the bag says supplements, but it's made by Oxbow. Just type in Oxbow digestive supplements for rabbits. It's in a green bag. And there's about 60 in them. It will prevent them, or for the most part, from going through G-stasis. And that's what Leo died of. I didn't know about these when I had him. It was like shortly after he passed away. I was watching a video and I learned that this helps keep their gut moving. So definitely look that up if you don't have it. One on the back, it tells you it's like per 5 pounds of rabbit, then they get one thing. One, I call it a biscuit. But if they're under, like say they're super dwarfs, like say they're 3 pounds or something, then they get a half of one of them per rabbit. So try to, if you can, order that. Um, so I think she's done for the moment. Now we got to take Charlie out, but I got to get my robe on, and he'll be out of our hair for a little bit, and then I can talk to you more about Leo. Would you like to see his grave, his plot when I go outside? It lights up at night. Like, you know how you see signs at night when you're driving around in the dark, and they have these lights aimed at the sign, like say a business's name. Um, let's see. Yeah, good. Yeah, definitely order that. You're gonna. It's that supplement is like a necessity. It's not a luxury. This is a necessity. Let me know if you want to see Leo's plot. But I have solar lights aimed at his and Radar's. Radar, she's another one bunny that I had, and she passed away due to, and this is the reason I never breed again. And I feel, I guess it's harsh to say this, but I feel like I killed her because she had complications trying to uh, have her babies, and she couldn't, and it took her life. I don't like talking about that because I'm just so ashamed of myself. I mean, I didn't know that was going to happen, but still, I mean, I blame myself every day. Let's go ahead and take butt wipe out. Come on. Where's he at? Is that him right there? Yeah, there he is. There's, I know, but I do. I just hope she forgives me. Because, see, the reason I breeded her, because she really acted like she wanted to be a mom. Like any rabbit that was kind of, like, say, when I was breeding, I sold all the bunnies except for one. And say I was going to breed the mom again. So, I took the one rabbit and just placed it in with her. They didn't fight or anything. She started grooming it. I mean, thank you. Yeah, well, Radar was a girl, if that's who you're talking about, because you said you gave him a good life, and I'm sure he will appreciate you in heaven. If you're talking about Leo, I know what you mean, but if you're talking about one I call Radar, then I'm sorry, she's a she. So, let me get a hold of him. Matter of fact, I'm going to put him on the leash. Hang on just a second. I should have done this live while I'm, can you stop? Well, after I done all these guys, but, now that I have him on the leash, where is that better? Okay, what I was saying is, sorry about that. I didn't know I did that. Um, is if you want to see Leo's plot, we're back here now. You want to see it? Okay. Or is that what you meant? Yes. Okay. Let me put him on the thing here real quick. I might have to set the phone down for a minute. Okay, come here, Charlie. Come here. All right. Let me just hook him up real quick. Okay, go on. All right, now go potty. Go on. All right. So do you want to see the plot? I'll wait a couple, like I'll wait a minute. Just say yes again if you want to see it. Because I'm right here. Okay, okay. Well, why don't you say hi to Leo? There it is right there. Looks like some sticks had fallen in here. We had that storm, you know, so might be where that came from. All right, so this is Leo's grave, and this rock my husband made. Check this out. See where it says Leo? He engraved that on this rock. It wasn't made like that. And there's his little pinwheel. Loving memory, Leo. And I got him this cross with the blue flowers and this angel lights up at night. These are the things that shine on their memorial at night. And that's where Radar's at. And they both have an angel. They both have roses. See, I got her the heart and a little sign here. It says, "Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved, still missed, and always dear." And I did have this flag up here. It must have fell out. Okay. And they both got pinwheels and stuff, so tell me what you think. This actually fell out of the ground somewhere. Here, it's in there temporarily until I can fix it. So, thank you. Yeah, I think my husband is amazing too. Thank you. I really did try. If I see things in the store that I thought would pep this up more, I get it. But Leo was my sunflower, my little flower. So I got him these and blue roses for a boy. And this also is here. Some angels have fur instead of wings. I got that for him. And he even has one of them little square signs. His says, "Our memories will last forever. I thought though we are now apart, your soul is up in heaven, but you'll never leave my heart." Pretty cool, huh? So, there's Charlie. What are you doing? Here, get away from the memorials. Come on. That's a very sensitive subject. No, I'm not. That's what he wants to play with. These little elbows, PCP pipes. Here, go on. Okay, we'll go back inside, but these people are building this house. It was already there, but they bought it, and literally half of this wasn't even up there. So I think they're doing pretty good. But okay, we'll say goodbye. Rest in peace, baby. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. I talk to him every morning. All right. Let's turn this back around. So that's that. Dog's on the leash. He's gonna get his playtime out, go potty, and now I'm gonna go back in the house. Oh, I found me a tomato. You want to see my tomato plants? There they are. They're still growing, even though it's getting colder. This is the one I wanted to get because it's It's half red. Good enough. I'll put it in my window and it'll turn the rest of the way red. Like, I still got tomatoes on there all over the place. Thank you for saying that for Leo. Yes, rest in peace, my sweet boy. I think I see another one. They like to hide. Here's another one. It's a little red. Free tomatoes. Oh, you remember that mom I was telling you about that that I said was like gigantic? You want to see the blooms on it now? Let me get out of the sun so I can see what you're saying. Thank you about saying they look amazing. Here's the mom. It's got the flowers on it. Can you see them? All over. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. All of them are the mums. I was always curious if rabbits could eat mums, and I looked it up, and they cannot. These are poisonous to bunnies. And these are my, look how tall they are. This is my basil. That is basil, oh, that's sticking all the way up. And they're even higher up than that. And this, it's supposed to be spaghetti squash. I don't know with it getting cold if it'll get a chance to grow any, but that's what that is. That's spaghetti squash plants. And that stuff right there is catnip, believe it or not. So when I had to pull up the kale for the year, I tried to grow some more. This is how you know if it's a plant that has vines. These are called little fingers, little feelies. And they grab a hold of something and then they'll start growing the plant. But see, when I try to do the kale, it just didn't come out right. It don't look I'm going to try to produce a greenhouse downstairs. I'm going to try to do kale for the winter and try to do it in my basement. And all you need is a plant light and have it on a timer. So like 8 hours of UV light a day. That's really all they need, and a warm area. So a heat lamp and a plant light, and we're in business. Yeah, that's catnip. Yeah, you can. I didn't know it was actually a plant, but you wonder where it came from for cats. But yeah, I seen it at the store, and I bought one plant, and it's actually expanded itself. Like, I only bought one, and it's all the way across now. So I think what you have to do with these, when you pull them up, you just have to dry them out. And like you see them in the store, it looks like basically ashes, and that's what you do with this. So when it gets too cold out here, I'm gonna pull all up except for one. I want to see if it will regrow itself next year. So here's my apple plants, my apple trees. I grew from a seed. And yes, that is. And I use UV light. Oh no, there's in the stores where they sell the light bulbs, they have some that will say plant lights, and that's what you get. And you also have to get a timer. You can do Google it on YouTube to get a video of how to do it and all that. But basically, you just need an extension cord, a plant light, and a heat lamp, and you're pretty much in business. Some people will grow their plants in the wintertime on that in a tub, like a tote, like a storage tote, and they'll fill it up with dirt. Yeah, that's of course, yeah. So these are from an apple seed from one of my apples in the house, and I've been finding out how to grow plants, whether it be fruit or vegetables, from a seed. And so all of these are apples, going to be apple trees. These never took, so those will probably go back in the dirt. But and here's my sunflower. It has seeds in it. You just have to wait for it to completely dry out, and then I could take them seeds and use them for next year. Which I have like a bunch of seeds, but that's how you do it. You might have to buy a pack of seeds at the beginning, but if the plant produces enough of that seed, or you get a lot of it, you'll never have to buy the seeds again. But I recommend, if you do try sunflowers, use Miracle Grow. I mean, I swear by that stuff. So I don't know if there's any. Those are my green peppers all the way down there, and I just picked 2 yellow ones off of there the other day. So before our first frost happens, I need to go through. When I find out we're going to have our first frost, I'll go through there and pick whatever green peppers that I have on there, and then because the frost will kill the plant after that point. So and I think our birdies left us, the hummingbirds. I think they left. We're getting off track though of my story, so we're going to go in and just talk to you about. Let me turn my camera around. About Leo. Because it's something I never told you, and I've been telling you that I was going to tell you about it or make a video, and I figure, well, we'll just do this live. That way, if you have any questions while I'm telling the story, you can ask me, okay? So, there is something I have to do, but I'm going to put the phone where it's looking at the ceiling, because I gotta go potty. So just give me a minute. But I don't know if you can still hear me or not. But as far as Leo went, I'll get back to that as soon as I get done here. Sorry, sometimes bathroom duty can't wait. Alright, we're back in business. Alright, there goes Oreo. Okay, so let's sit down, and yeah, I got my coffee. Thanks, I appreciate you waiting. So sorry I got off track. Hi, sweet girl. She came right up to me. I love watching her play and run. So basically, I told the lady that he had a bloody foot. She told me to put him back, right? And I was like, I can't do that. This poor guy needs to see a vet. I was like, if I don't get him, are you going to take him to the vet tomorrow? Or, make an appointment. She goes, I don't have any money for a vet. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. So, and I kind of said it snotty. And, but I said, no, I'm going to keep him. I'm going to take him to the vet, and I'm going to get him taken care of. And in my head, I'm thinking, as soon as we get home, I'm going to feed him until they just can't eat no more. Oh Lord, the 2 are playing. Look, there she is. And is that sister? That's sister. Sometimes Ori gets a little irritating. She'll like gently tap her. But what did she do? Huh? Where did sister go? Where's sister? Huh? Are you a happy girl? Happy girl. If there's anything you want me to say to her, you just type it in and I'll tell her. Because you're her auntie. Um, it's so weird that, look, she's on my table. What are you doing, silly girl? I don't care. Yeah, I know. Animals are just adorable. Like, there she is. She's like, what's sister doing? Oh, I'm going to come over here and see her. She likes sniffing at her tail. She thinks it's funny, like she thinks it's a string or something. What are you going to do? She acts like a little angel, I swear to God. Alright. So, you know, so I'm leaving and everything. So that's how I come about getting Leo. And I wanted to really hurry up quickly. There were some things I needed to get at the store that, like, some greens and, just some stuff for the bunny. And when we got home, you're not going to believe how much food they ate till they were full. So I left them in their cage. I wanted to make sure that they seen the food and they were eating it. And since there was 3 of them, I had to get at least 2 bowls in there. So I started out, I put 2 bowls of lettuce. Okay, so I got the lettuce in the bowls and I stick it in there, and they're going to town at this point. And then I go get some bowls for some water. I was going to put the water bowls on the other side. So, they have food over here and water over here. It's just like a basic setup until they get done eating, and then I was going to go to step 2, which is trying to make hutches for them or cages or whatever until they get out of quarantine, because they would have to not be around my other bunnies for at least 30 days, just because in case I have a sickness, an illness, whatever. So I'm getting the water, right? And by the time I bring out the water bowls with the water in it, that lettuce and all that stuff, all the greens I gave them, was gone. So and then I was like, so I'm going to get pellets too. So I got 2 more bowls, and I put pellets in them. I filled them to the top because they were skinny. They were I know, holy, I know. I'll say it for you, holy shit. So they went through the greens by the time I got the water and came back. So since they were done with the greens, I went ahead and got 2 more bowls and put pellets in it. I just filled it up, put pellets in it. And to make a long story short, of all the food and water they drank, between the 3, they went through, like, I'll show you the size. It's about the size. See that bowl right there? That looks tiny. I have to get up close. See how tall it is. They're about that size of bowls. So they went through 4 bowls of greens, like produce, carrots, lettuce, or romaine. I gave them some banana, some apple. Because at this point they needed to be fattened up. They needed to get food in. A little extra fruit wasn't going to hurt them. And so the greens were already gone. They eat all the pellets. I didn't have to give them more than 2 bowls of pellets, but I had to give them 4 bowls of lettuce. And the water bowls, I had to fill up 3 times. Between these 3 rabbits, I had to fill up the water bowls 3 times. That's how I know that they were going to die. If I hadn't got there when I did and rescued them, they may not even made it overnight. But I think I got there just in time where they were able to hop back uh, and get healthy again successfully. Hi, baby. Let's see her. Hi, sweetie. Hi. What you doing? Look at that little bunny butt. Yeah, they were definitely malnutritioned. It is so sad. It had me crying. So I got everybody settled in, right? And uh, it was still a weekday, so I was able to get a hold of the vet and take them to an exotic vet. Um, the only one that could get them in quickly, it was in our area. It was about an hour away from me, so he was the only one that I could get in last minute's notice. So I got him in the next day. So in the meantime, um, I'm gonna. I don't have no way of looking up pictures, but I wish I could show you pictures of Leo. I wrapped his foot up, and cause see, what's funny is no, it's not funny, but what's ironic, I should say, is I have leg problems. I have these ulcers on my legs, and um, I knew how to wrap a leg up, and I knew what to do when a foot is injured, just because my foot was injured back then and now. Uh, so I I wrapped it up, but before I sealed it up with gauze, I put triple antibiotic ointment on there. Um, a little iodine. Iodine is antimicrobial agent that kills any infection. Um, and so I gooped it up real good with that ointment. And then, well, first I cleaned his foot off. I got all the blood off it, first of all. I took some mild soap, some Ivory. I don't know where you're at, but there's a soap called Ivory. It's the most plain soap that you can get. Hi, baby. Yeah. Um, and it's very mild. You can even use it on babies. So while I was in the store, I bought just, a single bar of Ivory soap. And because I already knew what to do. I mean, I went into action right away. And so I skipped that part. So I washed his foot up. I soaked it in a little butter bowl of Ivory soap. They didn't have, and I don't know if they do to this day, but they never had the body wash, like kind of you can squeeze. So what I had to do is take the soap and just kind of rub it between my hands like this until I got a little soak going on in the water. And I just cleaned his foot off that way. I was real gentle. I couldn't use a rag on his foot because of that bone sticking out. There was a chance of it getting snagged on the rag. So I just take my fingers and I just real softly and gently just was working that soap in there and getting the blood off of there. And also so I could get a more accurate look at his foot. And I believe it was his right foot. So he did real well with that. He didn't like to jump out of my arms or anything like that. I think it was almost like he was thankful that I was cleaning his foot up and taking care of him. I got a second person popped in here. If you are new to my channel, please let me know. And I do rabbit videos, so I have let me know who you are if if let me know if you're new or you are already subscribed to my channel. And welcome. We're just talking about the story of my bunny Leo, how I got him, and how I raised him, and what happened, why he died. If you could just leave a little comment. Um, Hit that like button too. That really helps this video go to other people. Anyway, so I was soaking his foot, like I said, and I got 3 people now. If now I have 2. Uh, Please leave your a comment like hi or something like that. Just let me know that that you're watching my video, and that you can hear me okay. But Leo really liked me soaking his foot. And then after I did that, I dried it off. I patted it dry with, I had to be real sensitive with his foot. Are you still here with me, Raha? Because I haven't heard you talk in a while. Oh, okay, you're still here. Okay. You were just quiet, that's all. Okay. um, so he really liked the soaking. Oh, well, that's cool. As I don't get people to pay attention to me too much because a lot of people know I'm all rabbit talk, rabbit brain, whatever you want to call it. And sometimes I think I might bore people. But anyway, I dried it off. Dried his foot off, and then that's when I put the ointment and I wrapped it up. So the next day, I took him to the vet. I took the others to the vet too to get them a checkup, but they weren't in. They didn't have a bad foot like Leo did. So I took him to the vet the next day, and the vet was actually impressed on how I took care of it until I got him in there. And he's like, I am really proud and impressed by the work you did. And this is where, when I said prayers for Leo, that I hope that his foot gets better, and they don't say that he has to be put down or something like that. I didn't know what the vet was going to say, and I'll tell you what all he said. And I was like, really? You're impressed? Why? He's like, because that's exactly what I would have told you to done if I had seen him when you first got him. And I was like, well, I'll tell you my story. I said, I have ulcers, and I have all the supplies. I have gauzes, rolled gauzes, tape, and there's this stretchy tape that's different colors. If you've probably seen them in the stores, it looks like a stretchy gauze, but it sticks to itself. It's sticky on one side. So when you wrap it, you don't have to worry about like taping it at the very end. And it comes in different colors. It comes blue, pink, yellow. A lot of people, when you have your blood drawn, they'll wrap your arm with that stuff. And sometimes it's brown, like gauze colored. But in his case, it was blue. So I wrapped it with the gauze, and then I wrapped it with that stretchy. It's called Coban, I believe. Coban. If Google it, look it up, then you'll know what I'm talking about. And so he just was praising me for the good work I did. And I told him there was looked like a little bone chip, almost like a little tiny bone sticking out of the back of his heel, kind of like where his heel starts going up. It was right there. Me and my husband both seen it. So I wanted to be careful wrapping his foot up because I didn't want get a chance on that gauze getting around that bone. So I just had to be real careful when I placed the gauze on him. So I did. I cleaned his foot off. Then I dried his foot, put the ointment on there, and I mean I ointmented up to death, and then wrapped his foot. First, I put a 4x4 gauze, a flat gauze, around the back part of his foot, and then I put one on the front, and then I took the roll gauze and wrapped his foot. Kind of looked like his foot looked like a mummy, kind of like what mummies look like. And then after I did that, then I took that colored Coband. I might look it up on my phone so you get an idea. On my tablet here. Well, these tablets are so darn. Uh-oh, someone's not here. Are you still here with me? Because it says nobody's in the chat right now. It says 0. Oh, you're here? I wonder why it says 0. Huh. That's really strange. Okay, well, yeah, you're obviously here if you're in the chat. Oh, you went away for a minute to call your mom. Okay, is your mom okay? Or if she called you, is everything okay? I mean, if you have to go, I understand. Okay, good. Gotta take care of your mom and your dad, unless they're buttholes. Then, well, you still honor your mother and your father. Oh, that's nice. She just checked up on you. Is anything going on with you? Are you okay? Anything that you want to tell me? Oh, yeah, needs to go to anger management classes, don't he? Well, if you ever need to talk or anything, let me see if I can put my link to my Facebook, which I don't know how to do that, because then I'd have to get off here to get the link to copy it onto here. But if you ever want to, like, just message me, the best way to do that is go to Kelly K. Kinney, Kinney. And if you're in a different country, are you in a different country than me? I'm sure you can tell me that, right? If you're in a different country, you might have a hard time finding me, but okay, you are, okay. Well, whatever country you're in, I hope it's a nice one. If I was to live in a country, I'd probably want to live in Italy, or France. Europe, basically. Are you in Europe? Can you tell me that? I won't ask after this. I was just kind of curious. Oh, you are in Europe. Hey, wild guess, huh? Now, see, there's a lot of countries inside Europe. Or, are they called countries? I'm not sure. But you got, like, France, Italy, you got Germany, and, you know, other places. But, yeah, I've always wanted to go, excluding pollution. Oh, you got pollution issues down there. It's probably not good on your lungs breathing that, is it? I would assume not. We don't have that problem here, but our water did have a main break the other day. So they went around and put notices on our doors telling us to boil all our water. So, and then that they were going to shut it off at some point yesterday. They did, but it wasn't off too long, like maybe a few hours. Um, oh, and not a big deal, but I thought I'd tell you my birthday's coming up. Like I told you before, it's on the 24th, and I'll be 21. I really won't be 21, but oh, I would like to show you the outfit I got from a company, super cheap. It's so if you like flashy clothes and dressy clothes, like they're super cheap. It's called Sheen. Have you ever heard of that? Go. Okay. Can you? Oh, your birthday's also coming up. Well, can I tell you happy birthday early? And if I had a way to send you something, I would. I don't, but I don't know your address or anything like that, or even a birthday card. But um, if you ever wanted to send me your address and I can send you a birthday card, email me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I actually will be 52. So I look my age. I know it. Um, can you hold on for a minute and I'll go get it? You'll be seeing the wall for a minute, but I'll go in my room and I'll go get the. Okay, be right back. Just humor yourself for a little bit. Here I come. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to set this probably up here. So I'm going to walk backwards, and that way you get to see it. You ready? Here's my top. And it's real metallic-y. It looks like aluminum foil. What do you think? You like it? You like it? It looks amazing, yeah. I tried it on and I'm in love with this. I've always liked shiny things that with glitter or just shiny like this, and metallic like, and I'm going to do my nails. This is what I'm going to wear when I go to my dad's for my birthday. So I'm going to wear this, and that's the top. And these pants are amazing. I like lace, okay? So that's why I got these. See how they're see-through from like the thigh down? You see that a little better? So they're see-through from here on down. And they're like flare legs. So what do you think? You think that'll go together real good? Maybe I'll put it on someday when I do a video, and that way you can see it. Do you think I look good in this stuff? I hope so, because that's why I bought it. But I love lace. I like girly stuff. I mean, because I'm a girl, right? A woman. But so that's the outfit I got from Shein. It's spelled Shein. And right now we'll just hang it up right here. And then of course I have some black dress shoes. So that's what I plan on wearing. That they'll probably say I'm blinding them because of the silver. It's right there. There. So, what does infamous mean? I'm not really sure what that means. I've heard that word before. I just not really sure what it meant. But yeah, I'm really into shiny things, lacy things. Things with glitter or sparkly thingies on it. Oh, okay. It means they are famous, but not for good reason. Okay. Um, yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I like dresses too, but honestly, I'd rather wear flashy clothes like that. Um, I don't know why. I love dresses. Don't get me wrong. I just I don't know, some reason I go towards a top and a bottom. Oh, you do too? Okay. So anyway, I stopped talking about it because I was telling you about my outfit and my birthday and all that stuff. Um, where was I at? Leo, the guy was saying that the vet was saying that he was real proud of me and how I did things. So basically, they did an X-ray of his foot, and when and this was his back foot. If so, just so in case I didn't specify, it was one of his back feet. I believe it was his right one, but he's not here now. I honestly don't remember, but I mean, it has to be left or right, right? So, anyway, now that I'm looking at him, I think it was the left foot. There's a picture I'm looking at him on. It might be right. Who knows? I have to look at my video, and I have a picture of him inside because they said he had to be in a small area so that his foot could heal quicker. So there's these starter cages you can buy, and they got a little room, but they're starter cages. They're not real big, but enough for him to lay down, put his food bowls, a litter box in there, all that stuff. So he had to be in a congested area, where it's not real big, and he can't move around too much. So they sent him home with some solution, but before they did that, the X-ray was done, and come to find out, he has torn ligaments and tendons in his foot, and that's why his foot wouldn't go flat on the ground. It kind of was like up a little bit like this. When he was on his back feet, it never stayed flat on the ground like our feet would. That ligament from being pulled through the cage, had torn the ligaments and tendons. I asked him if he was in pain. He says he's not really sure. He says when I touch it, he does kind of jerk away a little bit. He says, so I'll send you home with some Medicam. But only give it to him if you think he's hurting, or if if you touch his foot and he makes a crying noise, like they do when they're very young and born. They'll make a screaming sound. But they don't usually do that unless they're really terrified or really hurting. So, he told me, he's like, if you want to know what I would do, he says, I would put him down. I knew that was coming. I was like, I'm not putting him down just because his foot's bad. He says he won't have a very good quality of life. He won't be able to walk around like a normal rabbit, or hop around, I should say. And I was like, I don't care. I'm going to take care of him to the best of my knowledge. And just because his foot's bad doesn't mean that he needs to be put down. And he was a good doctor, so don't get me wrong, but uh, I think their first answer is put them down if they're hurt. They don't think that they should live because of their quality of life. That's it. That's unacceptable to me. Unless they're like suffering, like truly suffering, something like that, I would say might be in the works for having a animal put down. But um, he wasn't really suffering. He seemed like a happy bunny. Um, that's how we created our bond. Because when I took him home, I told him I wasn't putting him down. Um, and if I take him home and he doesn't live long, and I don't see why. It's just his foot is hurt. It's not like he, like injured his heart or can't really breathe well or something like that. It was nothing like that. It was just he had a bad foot, and so he says, "Well, if you're gonna do that, that's fine." He's like, "I'll give you some solution, and you stick their foot in there. I think it was like once a day, and you keep it in the solution. You pour just enough in a container, like a little small butter bowl, just enough to saturate his foot, like submerge his foot in it, and do it for about 10 minutes. And he says, what you can do is you can just kind of pet it and talk to your bunny, and just keep it occupied. Maybe give it treats or something, and just kind of hold it in your hand, and kind of like let that leg just lay in the solution, and do that until the solution's gone, or 10 days, whichever was to come first. And I'm going to tell you what, that boy seemed like he really appreciated that. That solution must have made his foot feel amazing. Because after he got in the routine that we would have to do this to his foot every day, he got to a point where he would stick his foot out because he knew what we were going. Like he says, I'm ready to soak my foot. That stuff feels good. It was like I don't remember, pink or blue solution. And that boy, oh my goodness. Like I said, he just got to a point where he actually would like yank his foot out, like stretch it straight out. Like, I'm ready, give me the solution. It was so funny. It really, he tickled me to death when he did that. And it was just one foot. So I had him along my arms, and he's kind of like straddling my arm, and so that one leg, my husband would hold the bucket, the butter bowl. It wasn't a butter bowl. It was like, the little sour cream bowls. It was something like that. It was empty. I reuse that kind of stuff, so that way I don't ever have to buy Tupperware. um, so I put just enough, and then when the 10 minutes up, you throw the solution away. And it had stuff in it that kills bacteria, kills any infection that's going on, like if there's any pus or anything. Oh, the thing I forgot to tell you, when he unwrapped his foot at the vet, I told him there's that bone sticking out. And I said a prayer the night I got Leo that that the vet can somehow find out what to do about the bone sticking out of the back of his foot, and that he can heal him somehow, or maybe might be a minor surgery, but I want the vet to fix him, basically. Every once in a while, when you don't say nothing for a while, just say I'm still here, because sometimes these chat things go wrong, and they you don't know if the people are still with you or not. Are you still? Oh, okay. I've been listening. I have to be away for 2 minutes and a half. I'll be right. Okay, I will stop talking and you tell me when you come back, okay? Matter of fact, we're going to be gone for 2.5 minutes. I'm going to do her litter box real quick. So I'll be right back too. Alright, I'll try to make this quick too. If you come back before me, kind of just say something. Let me know you're still there. And I'll keep checking the chat. Try to hurry up. Whenever you're doing her litter box, since you had something to do, and I figured this would be a perfect time to clean her litter box out real quick. Don't take me long at all. My goodness, look at that. Still doing the litter box. Cleaning the litter box out. Since you're away, that way I can, let me see if you come back yet. If you are back, just say, hey, I'm back. Okay, you're back? Okay. I'm cleaning out the litter box. I didn't know how long you're going to be, so I figured I'd do it real quick. So here we are. Is everything okay? Are you okay? And if you, something's going on, you need to go, I understand. Just tell me, you know. Doing okay? Yep, I just had to go clean something up. That's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning up her litter box. So I figure while you're gone, it'd be a perfect opportunity for me to do this. So I'm already done. I use that, the wood pellets or the pine pellets. They're called horse pelletized bedding. Look, I'm getting French bracelets. Friendship bracelets. Yucky. But if you're a bunny mom, you have to touch poo once in a while. Now I'm going to add some more. This is what it looks like. They're little pine pellets. When they pee on it, it turns into like a sawdust. Now the poo will stay in here, but the pee part, the wood pellets dissolve it and it turns into like a sawdust. So this is what the soil looks like. That's why I take a mini dustpan, not the brush so much, but just the pan itself, and then I'll scoop that up and then I'll pour it into this, but I do it over this, and this is all soiled, and I just throw this away when I get done, and I just stick this back. I'll be right back. I just need to put it down on the floor and put the hood back on this. Okay. she's all done. Now all I gotta do is, I don't remember where I left off with you on my story with Leo, but I think it was where we were talking about the bone in the back of his foot. So I'm gonna throw this away. This is an old refrigerator drawer. Right there. Let's see, where's it at? Right there. And it doesn't fit our refrigerator. It was just one from an old refrigerator, and somehow I found it. I don't even know where I found it. So you can use a cat litter box too. If you need something to sift the old pellet stuff, the sawdusty stuff. And I just seen this, and I just been using it. And I also use it to put on top of her hooded litter box. But she's a little smarty pants. She knows how to get up there. And since it smells like her pee and poo inside there, she'll sometimes go pee pee on the top. Just because it's close smelling where she actually goes. So look, that's what I do. We're trying to see. Let me just turn this around. There. I just set this up there and she can't get up there. And I have to tape the opening right here. Because when she likes to dig in there every once in a while. And when she digs, her head hits this and knocks this off of there. So I have to keep that taped, and so she don't knock that off of there. Alright, I'm back. So about I hope you don't mind, I got cravings for potato chips early in the morning. Ain't that just great breakfast? But I like the dill chips. I love this stuff. Okay, thank you. Some people think it's rude to eat while you're talking to somebody. But, you know what? I shouldn't be eating it. I should go in there and go get my bagel with some cream cheese, shouldn't I? I'll do that while I'm telling you about the bone. So, he unwrapped Leo's foot. And I'll stick you right here while I tell you. And he looked at his foot. And if this ain't tell you there's a miracle, that God does miracles, nothing will tell you. He unwrapped his foot, and that bone wasn't there no more. It was gone. How, I don't know. Actually, I do know how. With the grace of God and prayer. I prayed. My husband prayed for him. That bone was no longer there. Don't ask me what happened to it. It was there when I wrapped it. And he says he don't even see any area on the back of his foot where it had punctured through his heel. Because that's why it would have been sticking out. There was no indication that there was any bone that ever came through his foot. That's a miracle from God. God answered my prayers. And at that point I said, no, I don't have to worry about putting him under anesthesia and giving him surgery, because that's what I was going to do. Because I'm pretty sure that that's what the vet was going to do. I'm pretty sure if that bone was back there, he would have said, well, we probably need to do some kind of surgery, or reconstructive surgery anyway, for the ligaments and tendons that's torn. But since there wasn't a lot he could do just for that, I asked him, he says, I could do the surgery, but I can't guarantee that it will help him. He says, it may even hurt him. So I said, well, he wanted me to bring him back in 6 months, and um, if there was any issues in that 6 month period, I could always make an appointment. I could bring him in either that day or the next day. Not saying there's nobody in here again, and I'm pretty sure you're still here. Don't ask me why. Just, I don't know, it does that. So, don't you think that was a miracle from God? That, that bone was no longer there? I can't answer. Yeah, I do. I believe too. If you believe in God, and I hope you do, and if you don't, I would never criticize you neither for that. But good. I believe in the Lord Jesus. I mean, I had double pneumonia once, and all the doctor says I wasn't going to make it overnight. And since I couldn't really talk, God can hear your thoughts. The devil can't, but God can. So I was kind of like moving my lips, but I couldn't really talk because my oxygen was dropping. And I said, God, I'm not ready to die. And if there's any way you can let me live, tell you what, I'll never smoke another cigarette again. And now I'm 6 years smoke-free. I'm really proud of that. I am super proud of myself for sticking to it. I didn't think I could. So, I really believe that God answered my prayers again that time. Double pneumonia. Means both my lungs were underwater. I was swimming. It was fishies down there and swimming around and blah blah blah. So yeah, I heard the doctors in the hallway saying that I wasn't going to make it, and said that we need to call our person that's on the list, and that they probably should be making phone calls, kind of thing. I was in real bad shape. And it happened because I had 2 surgeries back to back, and one was an emergency surgery, and the second one was a scheduled surgery. I had my knee replaced. My left knee, they had to do surgery on it. So I fell down the steps, and my foot got locked in a banister as I was falling, and it yanked my knee cap out of place and crushed it. That was a scheduled surgery. Or I'm sorry, the emergency surgery. The scheduled surgery, I had a ganglion cyst in my wrist. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little, you see that line right here? That's where they did the incision. See that right there? Yeah, it was very painful. Man, when I went down the steps, not only did I knock my knee out of place, I even hit my head, had a black eye, my mouth was bleeding. I mean, I was pretty banged up, and they rushed me to the hospital. I was in excruciating pain. So that was the emergency surgery. So according to what I was told, having 2 surgeries like that, back to back, they were like within a week apart, or 2 weeks, something like that, and that it can cause fluid in your body to build up, and it just so happened that it went to my lungs, and I got double pneumonia, and that's how that happened. Let me put this back real quick. So, that's just another testimony that God is real, God is alive, and God does exist. He's never went away. So he answered my prayer with video that day. I just prayed that he didn't have to have surgery, that he could fix him somehow. The surgeries with bunnies, since they're an exotic animal, can get expensive. That's why I have pet insurance now. I have pet insurance for my bunny, and I didn't get it in time for her hysterectomy, when I got her fixed. But everything else, from here on out, like her maintenance checkups, I got pet insurance for her. I'm sorry if you said you don't care, so I'm going to try to eat breakfast, because I had to take my pain medicine, and I had to eat something before I take it, because it makes me sick to my stomach. You do care? Or you don't care? Because I won't eat in front of you if it bothers you. Let me know. Because the last thing I want to do, you do. Will it bother you if I eat while talking to you? Yeah, I know you care about me. I do feel that. But I'm not sure. So okay, don't bother. Okay. Thank you. So the bone was no longer there. I really believe that God answered my prayers. Now, as far as the ligaments, they'll always make his foot look like it's kind of sticks up when he's flat on the ground. But other than that, he was a very happy bunny. But he had a rotten start of life, and it was a rotten end of his life. But his life with me, we had a bond that could not be broken. That boy, everywhere I walked, he followed me. Until I went in the kitchen. He hates some kind of floors, some laminate floors. It's not so much slidey, but it's just slick because they don't have. Okay, I'm glad it don't bother you. So their feet don't have, like, if you look at a dog's paws or a cat's paws, they got them little I call them little jelly beans for padding. Rabbits don't have that. They're all fur. So, and I'm glad he didn't go in there because of his bad foot. I wouldn't call it bad, because after I soaked it and we didn't have to wrap it up anymore, he hopped around here like there wasn't a darn thing wrong with him. He was like, I'm going to show you all. I'm doing great. Mommy fixed me up real good. I'm proud of myself that I took care of him really well. So I did take him back in 6 months, and he says it even looks like the ligaments and tendons have tightened up a little bit. He says it won't be all the way to where if his foot never had it, but he's like, just bring him back yearly, unless they always check the ears, and I did get Leo fixed, but I had Leo fixed at a different place. It's Humane Society, and about an hour, maybe an hour 15 minutes away from here. And it's a Humane Society. They were fixing rabbits, but they were super cheap. I mean, literally, it was like, I think males were $25 and females were $30 at this point. And they don't do that. They don't do rabbits anymore. Now, I don't know if they do now, but when they stopped doing surgeries on rabbits and stuff, I think they were concentrating on the cats, because cat, uh, the ones that you see around, wild or feral, they were having, the world has issues with cats. Um, so they're just wanting to concentrate on getting the dogs and the cats fixed. So, I got lucky. I got him fixed. And, and that was super cheap, so I didn't have to. Then I went and got him, later on that day. He got fixed when he was about, I think he was about a year old. And so I pretty much told you everything about his start of life and how I got him. Ask me any questions about my story in case I may have left something out. Now, as far as his end of life, he died on December 15th of 21 at 7:20 at night in my arms. Yeah, Leo had kids. It's funny we say kids, but they're not really kids, are they? But they're kits, actually. Kits, like a kit that you put together. Before I got them fixed, I knew somebody that wanted to use a male for a stud service for her female. She had a lionhead. So, she goes, well, I'll give you a deal. I'll bring my female over. That's my tablet. She says, I'll bring her over, and if you could put them in the cage, let them mate and all that, and then I'll pick her up sometime the next day. So, and she says, if you'll do that for me, I'll give you a pick of the litter. And I was like, that's a deal. Because I would like to have one of his babies. And so I did. I got to pick a litter. And this one I named Lucy. And the mother, or the one that Leo mated with, her name was Daisy. And so when I got the bunny, and it was weaned, I got to go pick it out. I named it Lucy. So I've had two Lucys. Lucy was more of a brown color, like an orangish brown, and she was so cute. She was a lionhead too. See, her bunny was a lionhead, mine was a lionhead, so she wanted to have lionhead babies. And she says, well, I could either give you, because lionheads, depending on if they come with papers or not, they can go up to $200. And she says, I can give you like $100 and take her over, or you can get the pick of liver. And I'd rather had the baby. I didn't want the money. Because I figured that way he can grow up with his daughter. I thought that'd be really cool. But I did all that before he was fixed. And then, the reason I don't have her now, she didn't die, as far as I know. When my stepson died, I went through a very deep depression. And we're going on we've been talking for 2 hours now, almost. So I need to wrap this up. I don't know if YouTube will kick you off if you're on too long or what. So, sorry, I'm just trying to swallow. So I got to pick a litter and everything. I named her Lucy. And then sometime after that, he got fixed. He got Daisy pregnant when he was about 6 months old. So his daughter and him are about 6 months apart. And I don't know if you know, but rabbits can have bunnies. They can have a litter every 30 days. They can deliver, have babies, and then you can get them pregnant next time, which I don't ever recommend if anybody does out there breed. But they literally can have, they don't have a heat cycle like a dog does. And with a cat, yeah, they go into heat too. But rabbits, they're constantly fertile. They can have babies every 30 to 31 days. But to me, that's inhumane to do that. I mean, gosh, give the bunny a break. Let it raise. That's what I did. I let them raise their litter, and once they were weaned and I sold them, then I'd wait till I'd only mate mine twice a year when I was breeding. Spring and fall. And I found out selling them to people for their kids is the most horriblest idea ever. Kids don't know how to take care of an animal. They won't. They will get bored. They don't want to do with the mess. That's just, I mean, parents should think about, like, sensibly. Like, these parents should know that their kids ain't going to clean up their poo and keep their cage clean. And I guess back then I wasn't really using my head too much. I was selling them to just whoever. But I don't do it anymore. I'm glad I woke up. I'm a bunny activist. I will tell somebody if they're doing the wrong thing. You know, you can be nice about it. You don't have to be rude or nasty. Just say, hey, I just want to give you some advice. What you're doing is wrong. And give them the reason. That's what I do. So now, we need to wrap this up. So, towards the end of his life, on December 15th. Let's go back 2 days before that. Actually, we'll go with the day before he died. I go down there and I gave him his food like normal. And when I gave him his slice of banana, he rejected it. He was, he didn't really move too much. He wanted to stay where he was at. He would not take his banana. And me being experienced as I am, I knew something was wrong right away. When he refuses a banana, yeah, it's big. I got the critical care right out. That's something else that you need to keep on hand. It could save your bunny's life. Because a lot of bunnies go through T-stasis. It could be due to their molting season. It could have been something that they ate and got a hold of, like a cord, and then plastic's lodged in their G-track. Do you want to see what a package of critical care looks like? If you do, say yes, and then I'll go grab it. Unless you already have it and know what it is. That way you'll know what the... Okay, okay, I'll go get it. This is something you need to order. You can get it from Amazon, eBay, but order it. This is a must-have, no exceptions. And if you never use it, hey, that's great. If you never have to open it, it's just priceless to have this around. Let me go get it. Here it is. And this, they have different ones for different animals, like the chinchillas that kind of look like mice. Looks like a mouse, but they have long tails. This is good for them too. But there's some animals that like ferrets. These are not for ferrets, for herbivores only. This is critical care. And as you can tell, I've had to open this, and I've had this all the way back to when I had Leo. So, herbivore, and it's apple and banana flavored. And it looks like a green powder. Or like a brownish green. I don't know, but I'm going to turn the camera on. I'm going to show you what it looks like in my hand. See, yeah, it looks like a powder. And what you do, see that? It's like a real fine powder. And so, and there's the package. Number 1 ingredient, high fiber Timothy hay. Nutritionally complete, versatile assist feeding formula. Let me see if it says, but here's all the animals. You got rabbits, guinea pigs, that's a chinchilla, turtles, and iguanas. They are all herbivores. So it even says down here, for rabbits, guinea pigs, chinchillas, tortoises, iguanas, and other herbivorous species. And the rest is in this package is a 16-ounce, 0.1-ounce package. And this says it even has a scoop inside. I lost the scoop. I'm pretty sure I did. If it's in there. I don't use a scoop. I don't even know what happened to it. So it's obviously not in there. So what you do with this stuff, get something small, like a shot glass. Something small like that, because you're not going to need much. And then you pour this powder in there, I would say 1 tablespoon at the most. Then you run some warm water. Just let it drip very slowly into the critical care, into the little shot glass Oh, you're eating dinner right now? Okay, you want us to do this at another time? I'll basically wrap this up if you want to go. You just keep adding water until you get a consistency of like an applesauce. Sometimes even thinner than that. Then you suck it up through a syringe, or you take a spoon and you take the suction thingy out of the syringe. You pour that liquefied stuff in your syringe and put the little spongy, the little plunger and then you force feed them. Basically, you find a spot, let me turn this around, in the side of their mouth, and get an opening, and just very slowly, you don't want to push a lot at one time. You want to make sure they're able to swallow, because if you give them too much, they'll gag, and they do gag. They do uh, have a gag reflex. Like they can't throw up, but they'll choke. That's what I'm trying to think of. So let me know if you have to go. And then we'll talk about. I'll tell you basically Leo died of G stasis. Um, Took him to the vet. He had a blockage in his G tract, and okay. Let me know when you're back, and then I'll give you the rest of the story, and that way you'll know everything. Go ahead and eat. I'll eat my breakfast. Hmm. I don't have Facebook on my tablet. I could show her a picture. I could go to the Facebook, not the app, but I could go to facebook.com. I just hope she's not gonna. Don't eat too fast. Don't worry, I'll be here. Facebook.com. I'll try to find that picture of Leo where his foot was wrapped up. I got a message. I hope this ain't gonna. Okay, I'm back. Um, okay, let me, just let me know when you're back. Hi, baby. Hi. Let me see, photos. I can go to Leo. Trying to find. She hasn't came back yet. Okay, it's not there. So let's go to Theo and Lucy. Oh, that's Theo Lucy. That's not Leo. Um, Mobile uploads. I think that might be under that. Not back yet. I'm trying to find the thing of Leo in the cage. Just waiting her. Hopefully she'll take her time and I can find this picture of his foot all wrapped up. Who's that? Oh, that's Lucy. I do have pictures. There's the first Lucy right there. Hi, okay, you're back. Okay, I'm trying to find the picture of Leo in the cage with his foot wrapped up. I'm on my tablet. I'm trying to find it. I'm getting close. I know that. There's Leo, but it's not the right picture. Give me just a second. I'd really like to show you this. He's in a cage, so I'm getting close. I know I am. But basically, Leo passed away. I couldn't save him. He was going through gestasis, and it's a 24-hour killer. Hopefully you didn't choke to death. I've had a lot of rabbits over my lifetime, and here's Leo. I put a bow on his hair. Did you see him? That's Leo right there. Bless his heart. Yeah. I'm trying to find that picture of him in the cage, but I don't really know. I would really like you to see this because it's it looks sad a little bit because his foot's wrapped up, but at the same time, you want to see his first daughter. I did pass that picture, so let me show you. I'm getting up to it. Well, here's a picture of Leo and Daddy. That's them right there. Let me find that picture of Lucy. And I think I bonded her with a Dutch rabbit. Yeah, oh, I know. He's just so cute. Trying to find it because I really want you to see his daughter at least. Getting close. Like I said, I passed it. Hopefully I didn't. Okay, wait a minute. It's coming up. Just bear with me here. I really want you to see this. Because you can post pictures on Facebook and that and YouTube, but some people don't see it. Here's the Lucy, the second Lucy. That's when I first got her. That's what she looks like. I'm still trying to find the when I know I'm like almost right at it. Trying to hurry. blah, blah, blah. Now I'm getting close because I went by it once. Was your food good? Did you, what did you eat? Tell me what you ate. That's, you know what, I must have passed it up. I had to have, because, yeah, I'll have to do it another day. You ate rice with extra, what on steak? Oh, that steak and rice is great together. Uh, but here's another picture of Leo. See how long his fur is around his head and his neck area? That's what you call a single mane lionhead. Just means they get the fur around the neck area. It's called their mane, and on the top of his head and the cheeks and stuff like that. But your head, the long fur. Yeah, I know he's furful. I know. Um, but his back area, it was just regular, like a regular bunny. But I went on by Facebook, um, and if you ever want to find me, type in Kelly with a Y. K is my middle name, Kay, Kinney, Kinney. And if you come across, you know what I look like, obviously. I'm holding Harley. So if you somehow find me, hit that add friend button. Because like I said, I don't know how to put the link in without leaving the chat. I'd be afraid to. Thank you. Yeah, he was adorable. I would be afraid to. All right. Yeah, because I think we tried to get you to add me one time, and I never got the request. So let's see here. Chat filter. No, community moderation. It ain't that. What the heck was that? Yeah, because okay, I'm trying to see if you can share my. I'm back again. Sorry about that. I'm trying to find. You know how you could do a poll in. Okay. Um, Start a poll. Okay, I'll put my name in here. Okay. I'm trying to see how to do this. Start poll. Okay. Do you see the poll now? Okay, that's my name. That's what you need to type in. And sometimes you can do a filter things to find someone better. If you do, like, it might say enter a city to find me better. Type in Williamstown. It's all one word. Kentucky. So, what time is it there right now? Right now it's almost 12 here. It's like 5 till 12. Um, wow, so you are 9 hours away from me. That is crazy. But basically, I took Leo when I noticed that he wasn't eating his banana. I took him to the vet that day. I said, I have an emergency. I need to bring him up there. They did an x-ray. They say he has a major blockage in his G tract. She said he's a very sick bunny. And when this was going on, I was actually fostering another rabbit that I got a girl to voluntarily let me have her bunny because she wasn't feeding it. It was in a hutch. Poop was all the way up the sides, and come to find out it was a Belgian hair. He was absolutely gorgeous. He was like a cappuccino color. Absolutely beautiful. Really long, perky ears and real thin, long legs, you know. She didn't have pellets in her. She didn't have water. It was like she was leaving it to die. It's like a story of Leo all over again. It's like you have to ask yourself, what's wrong with people, you know? Don't have an animal if you get to the point where you just cannot feed that animal, you don't have money, or you ran out of money, or you don't have a job, or you lost your job get on Facebook, get on Craigslist somewhere, and say you need someone to take them. They can have them. At this point, if it's that bad, say, hey, come and get them. I won't charge you anything. I just want them to get in a good home and get some food in their bellies. But with rabbits, you can kind of go a while. If you don't have pellets, you can always pull grass on the outside. Look. That's Oreo. What are you doing, baby? Huh? What are you doing? She's looking at me. She's like, oops. Hey, Auntie Raha says hi. Yeah, that's Auntie. I wish you lived closer. I mean, we'd probably have a really good time together. Hang out and stuff. I don't know how old you are. I might be too old for your. Some people only hang out with people like in their general area of age, but yeah, this is my Oreo. Now she is getting a little thinner. She's not eating as when she loves her wet food. If I could feed her wet food all the time, but it has to be the kind with the gravy. She won't eat the pate. What's not like that nowadays? Oh, you mean how people are treating their animals or what? Oh, about the age group. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't, because obviously we'll probably never meet unless you come to the States, but if we were to hang out, I think we would have a nice time. I think we'd giggle and just have fun, you know? She's still eating. She gets a pill at night for her joints. Yeah, it would. It would be kind of like in a way, I would think I would be meeting a famous person, you, because it's how movie stars are. You wish one day that you meet them, and even though they might not think it's a big deal, you would. But if you ever do come to the States, find me on Facebook if you can. It's got a picture of me and Harley. Matter of fact, let me go to my Facebook and I'll show you exactly what the picture looks like. I'm holding Harley on the side. I do have some sad news that I need to share with you, and we'll probably get off of here. But I want to apologize for not being as active. It's just I've been in and out of the hospitals, and I guess I'm not be able to make time like I used to do videos for you. But I try to do at least shorts or something. I had an online friend group when I was 13. There was a 6-year-old. There's a 40-year-old. Wow, what a jump in age. Uh, yeah, but let me go back to Facebook real quick, and I'll just show you the picture. um, there's also some, in where the search bar in Facebook, there's something else that you can type in, but I can't do another poll. So what I'm gonna do is tell you, everybody has a name of their Facebook. Like mine, I forget what mine's called, but let me get to Facebook before I'm getting ahead of myself here. Okay, here's my picture. Let me just zoom in on it. Can you see that right there? That's what it looks like. See, that's my name, Kelly K. Kinney. Let me go to... See, here's a copy of a link to profile, but let me try something. I'm just gonna act like I'm gonna post something. I know, Oreo. I see you, baby. I love you. Okay, if you type this in Facebook. I know, honey. You behave, okay? See where it says facebook.com/bunnymom.188. When you put in the search bar, you don't have to do the facebook.com. Just type in bunnymom.188. And I can also appear that way as well. Why isn't it letting you log in? Well, maybe it's because you're on the phone right now. Maybe that's why. But just remember, bunnymom.188 whenever you do get into Facebook. I'll type that in now, and I'll show you. It'll take me right to my site. Going in the search bar. Bunny. I can't remember if it's all one word. I think it's all one word. Dot 188 and go. Yep, see at the top. Took me right there. See, I typed it in the search bar. Let me see. Yeah. Right. Right there. I typed in just that, and there I am right there. So, if you do that, you can find me right away. So just type in, but that's even better. bunnymom.188. So whenever you can log in, it might be because you're on the phone. Just type in bunnymom.188 and just send me add friend, and I'll accept it right away. But when we get off the phone, make sure you do that, okay? So I'm expecting to get a friend request from you, and then we can chat and really get to know each other, and I can tell you more about me and our, off of YouTube. What, Oreo, honey? I love you, but you're she's annoying in the morning. But you know what? One day I'm going to miss that when she does pass away. So I'm appreciative of any kind of attention she gives me. It's just, when you're trying to do something, they get, I know, she's meowing at me. She actually talks to me. I know, that mommy girl, huh? Let's see her. Look at her. Look at me. Yeah, and mommy girl. She is a needy, needy cat. She always wants my attention. She's purring right now, aren't you? Lay down. You lay down? You're not really laid down. Here, put your legs down. There you go. There you go. Yeah. She's going to meow at me here in a minute. Good girl. So, don't forget the bunnymom.188, okay? Whenever you can get into Facebook, go ahead and do that. Because I know last time I never got the friend request, so it was probably you got sidetracked or something like that. It happens. This is my little needy cat. She's purring. Did you know rabbits can purr too? It's called a teeth purr. They when you rub them, like say they love head rubs. So when you're rubbing, there's like a little bone. You'll feel it in the middle between their ears, and you start rubbing that like in a circular motion. After a minute or two of doing that, you'll feel like a vibration, and that's all a purr is. It's the definition of purr is a vibration. And when they do that, it's them telling you, "Oh, I like what you're doing. It feels very, very, very good, and I feel like I'm in heaven. You hit the right spot." That kind of thing. So it's called teeth purr in a rabbit, and then just say with cats that they just purr. I don't think dogs purr. They don't do. I don't think they do anything to provide some kind of vibration or purr. But at the very end, let's end this. Took Leo. They did an X-ray. He was going through stasis. It was a major blockage, and they said he needed surgery. He gave me a phone number, and after the visit, they did put some. It's called putting water under the skin to kind of hydrate the skin so the body can absorb the water in case I think he might have been dehydrated. So it's like an IV bag, and he squeezed the IV bag. He held it up, or probably one of the assistants did, and squeezed it until the whole bag on. He put the needle on in the skin, and he squeezed in to give him a little hydration. To maybe help things along. And they also sent him home with some gut stimulant and some pain medicine. And I did give him the pain medicine and the gut stimulant, but I came home, I made the appointment. I didn't care what it was. I don't care if it cost me $4,000. He doesn't do specialized surgeries like that, so this place, and I'd say it's about 35 minutes from here, maybe something like that, not too far. And this happened on a Saturday, and obviously they're not in on the weekend, so I had to wait till Monday, but got a hold of someone after hours. They went ahead and made the appointment, and I had to put a deposit down to show that I was going to keep my appointment. So I went ahead and gave him my credit card information for the deposit. The surgery was that Monday, 2 days away, and I was supposed to bring him in at I think it was 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, something like that. And because stasis is a silent killer, is actually close to the number one killer in rabbits. They can go into it in many reasons, like I said. It could be because they're shedding and they consume too much of their own hair, and they can't regurgitate. So it's like with a cat, they can just cough up a hairball. Rabbits, they can't do that. They can choke, they can gag. They have that kind of reflex, but nothing to the point where they could throw it back up. That would be great if rabbits could do that, but they can't. So that was a problem. He didn't really say what the blockage was. It could have been something he got a hold of that I wasn't even aware of. Maybe chewed on some, the baseboards or something. I really don't know. They didn't really tell me. They just seen a blockage. They didn't say they seen a foreign object or anything like that. So I'm not really sure. I was more concerned about getting him in surgery and whatever has caused the blockage, get it out of him so he could live. Well, money didn't come soon enough. He died Sunday night. So Saturday I took him to the vet where I always take all my bunnies. And in 2 days he would have had the surgery and possibly saved him. But there was... I had no choice, but I had to wait. And now this is very painful to talk about still. But sometimes I'm able to do this without crying. Which that's what I'm going to try to do. I don't like crying in front of my audience. It's just not something you do. So the next day, he told me go home and separate him and Lucy. He says you can let them still see each other, but you want to monitor if he's pooping at all, and you can't really monitor that if you got another rabbit because you don't know if it's coming from him or her, right? So I put him in my kitchen, and I kept her in the area where Harley's at now. And there's a gate there. So they were still able to see each other. And at one point, I think I seen very small poos. But I think the more he ate, I was doing critical care. And that I was. And sometimes you just can't catch this G-stasis in time. So I had to separate them. And Sunday night, he started to eat some kale. So I thought, hey, maybe he's coming around, he's eating. But what I think happened is he had a blockage to begin with. So the blockage got worse the more he ate. But the boy was hungry. All I can say about that is at least he was able to put something in his belly before he passed away. And he didn't die on an empty stomach. He made the most awfulest sound in my arms. And he stretched out a little bit. Stretched out his whole body. Made this awful sound. And just like that, he was gone. So now you know the story of Leo. And I want him back so bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cry. I told you I probably would. It's very painful to think the one that you love the most, he'll never come back. Yeah, I wish I could have spent more time with him. So he died when he was in 21. So he was actually born in August. And I hope I don't consider be childish crying in front of you. Um, Obviously, you can see my tears. Um, it's good to let it out once in a while. You are right about that. Because if you don't talk about it and you just let it, thanks. And if you were here, I can give you a big old hug. uh, he was my best friend, and no one will ever understand the bond that me and him had. He was amazing. He followed me around like a lost puppy dog everywhere I went. I went to stores. I got him to be certified as a therapist, Bonnie. So I volunteered at some of these nursing homes, and I took him there. He made a lot of people happy, a lot of older people too, and so that's the story of Leo. If you have any questions, let me know. Anything that maybe I didn't say or specify, Uh, excuse me. Uh, all right. Now I tried to tell you the whole story. Did I ever show you a picture of Leo? Oh, I mean, besides on my phone, besides on my tablet. Yes, may Leo rest in peace. This December will make 3 years. Um, okay, I didn't know if I showed you that one picture. It's like a box. Let me turn this around. You might be able to see it from here. It's that box right up there. There he is. It's a little like a treasure box, and it's got photo albums in there that I haven't really got developed to put pictures of him in there, but that's really what that's for. Um, so, and I got some of his hair in that box. There's like a little drawer at the top that pulls out. So I put a little lock of his hair when he passed away. I clipped some off, put it in a Ziploc bag. He's buried, as you see, in my backyard. Now, when Harley passes away, I'm going to lay her to rest right next to him. Or I might have her cremated and just put it in the ground. Or maybe half of her ashes in there and keep the other rest and let her travel with me. I thank you for being my friend, being pretty much the only one that ever comments, likes any of my videos. So if you see some unactivity from me, I'm going through something. So there is some sad news. My health is declining. And because of that, I had to do something that was very difficult yesterday that I thought I'd never do because I feel horrible for doing this. I rehomed Lucy and Theo. Because of my health, it was too hard on me to go up and down them steps with my bad leg. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have to tell you. I will never let Harley go. She's easy to take care of. It's when you have 3 bunnies and you're twice a day up and down them steps. It was making my legs worse. I mean, I can walk around, I can do dishes and stuff like that, but it is taking a toll on my health. So, everybody's saying I found a very good home for these guys, Lucy and Theo. This is the first morning I haven't been able to go down there and feed them. It feels kind of strange. Are you? I hope you won't be mad at me for telling you that I rehomed them. I did give a rehoming fee just to ensure they had a good home, and man, they're gonna have a really good life. So I figure I should be honest and tell you, because you're gonna wonder why I don't do videos of them. And so I just thought it'd be best to tell you. I'm not gonna do a video, like a premiere or a video about it, because I'm embarrassed that I feel like the most horrible pet parent alive. I never thought in a million years that I would have to give them up. My goal was to raise them until their last breath, and I was going to bury Lucy right by Leo. But she said she'll probably, when it comes time, when it's their time, she'll cremate them, and she'll send me some ashes. I say this, but done the same when two of my bunnies got too old for the non-greenish city. I had to relocate them to a nearby relative village. It was a hard decision for me. I feel terrible. I completely understand you. So I only have one rabbit, and I understand you too. So now I know I don't feel so alone, thinking I feel horrible too, and terrible. Um, I never thought I would have to do that. I mean, I was going to raise Lucy and Theo till God decides to bring them home. And this is the first morning that I didn't have to go down there. I just kind of feel lost. So that's the bad news that I said I have to tell you. But I'm not going to bring it up because you're the only one that has really interacted with me. So I'm not going to worry about making a video about it. But now I don't even want to go down in the basement, because in their bunny room down there, because it's going to hurt my feelings. I feel like I'm neglecting them. Like I should be go down and feeding them, and well, they're not here. I give them the rundown of everything, their activities, the kind of food they eat, when they eat, how much they eat. Tell them about the pellets. And I went through everything. This woman has 2 teenage daughters, and they sent me a video once they were settled in yesterday, once they got them home and stuff, and they're hopping around, binky, and I'll tell you what, I couldn't ask for a better feeling than seeing them happy. That's all I wanted for them. I've never rehomed an animal, so it was really, oh wait, yes I did. Yes, I did. When my stepson died, remember I was telling you about how all the bunnies that were outside in cages, I felt that wasn't a good life for them. So I found a rescue that took them. But, they don't give you a rehoming fee or nothing like that. Rescues, it's like, they'll come and get them, but they're not going to give you any money. The only reason I asked for a rehoming fee, because this wasn't through a rescue, it was just through a person that wanted them. And they got a good deal, because they got bunnies they're already fixed. They get all their stuff with them, and they went to their house with everything that they had. Their tunnels, their bowls, their litter boxes. That one litter box that has the rabbits cut out down there, I paid $100 for that. So I asked $80, and she was totally fine with that. And I told her what all she needs to buy. I told her about critical care. I even gave her some to take with her. And I said, but that'd be enough for a couple things. But if you get to the point to where there hardly any in the bag, you need to order a bag. I told her about the fiber digestive tablets by Oxbow. And yeah, I just told her about everything. So hopefully she ordered. She said she was going to order the digestive tablets, which is critical. You, please make sure you order some Oxbow fiber tablets. It's in a green bag. Just type in Oxbow digestive supplement for rabbits, and you can do that either in Amazon, on Google. If you could shop on eBay and type it there, but you'll find it. It's in a green bag, but you do not want to pay. Well, I don't know how your money wise what it's worth, but for a bag of the digestive tablets, excuse me, because my nose is running from crying. You don't want to pay more than $10 a bag. And I don't know if you have a Tractor Supply in your area, but sometimes they carry it there, maybe in pet stores. Just look around. I know you can get it. Amazon is international, is as much it is national. So just look it up, get you some critical care. Like I said, here's the bag once again. You're going to save your bunny's life if they go through G-Stasis. You have to have this on hand. Get you a little bag if you have to. Just get something. Make sure it's for herbivores and that it's flavored. You want to make sure it says like apple, banana, or I might say a papaya flavor. It could be something. Get you a syringe. And what I do is I have 2 syringes. One's really big enough to take like a spoon and pour the critical care in there, and then you squeeze that. What's in that big syringe, you take the plunger out of the smaller syringe and you just squirt it straight into that section where the plunger was at, and then get whatever air, whatever out. And I would say about 3 or 4 of them syringefuls you give them. Grab you a baby wipe or something, because sometimes some of it will not get in their mouth. It'll get all over the fur and stuff. So just kind of like a baby, you got to kind of wipe your mouth constantly and stuff like that. I don't know where. Let me see where Harley is at. I'm looking. She might be underneath my chair, but let me look in her area too. Yeah, she's probably in my area. Oh wait, there's one more place I can check. You're right there. Yeah, she's probably underneath my chair. Hey Raha, let me show you something. You want to see where Oreo is at? And then we'll go after this. She is over there in Harley's area, and let me show you where she's at. She's laying in her bed. Ain't that adorable? That actually was her bed before I gave it to Harley, but she just never used it. So I thought Harley would get more use out of it, and come to find out, look at that. So I might give her bed back. Ain't that so cute? Here, let me zoom in. That's Serta too. See, look at this. Serta right there. Just like a bed. Gel memory foam sleep surface. Ain't that cute? Let me see if I can I take a picture? I don't think it will let me. I'm afraid of hitting anything because I'm afraid of accidentally ending the chat. So maybe once we get off here, if she's still in there, we'll do it. Now we're going on 3 hours. So I'm going to let you go. I am so appreciative of you listening to my story, staying with me this whole 3 hours. You are the most awesomest person to do that with me. And just remember, if I don't post for a while, you can go to one of my videos, comment, am I okay, or whatever, if you want. But just know that I'm pretty sure I'll be all right. I'm just going through some stuff. And you know, it's kind of makes you not want to do videos as much, because when you only have one person, and really one person's enough, but when only one person is watching your videos and commenting, it just kind of um, makes you feel like giving up. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give up, but I just know I have one rabbit. It's going to be hard for me to try to find content. So if I do, I'll probably do shorts a lot and do like things of Harley and stuff. But I'm going to end this, okay, so I can let you go. I know it's probably getting late where you're at. And I do love you. I'll pray for you and in your where you're at. And did you ever get your hay? There was some, I don't know if it was hay or pellets. It was something that you had a hard time getting, but you finally found out how to get it. And I wanted to make sure that I asked you about that. You did? Oh, good. Is your bunny a lot happier now? But they love hay. I'm going to finish my breakfast. Will you do me a favor? Give your bunny a kiss for me, okay? Tell her Auntie Kelly loves her. Is it a her or a him? I mean your bunny. Is it a boy or girl? Okay. What's his name? Can you tell me his name? And like how old he is. What's his name and how old is he? I think you know Harley's. Wow, that's a weird name. That Qhut. I wouldn't even know how to say that. Cut. Is that is that does that name mean something in like another language? Qhut. I just not really sure how to say that name. Cut. Oh, it's a name in your language. It means chubby. Is he a chubby bunny? Chubby bunny. Or is he not chubby? If he is chubby, that just means you feed him well. But just remember what I said about moderation on the bananas and apples. You could probably do that twice a week. If you slice the bananas thin enough, you might be able to get to be able to do it 3 times a week with the he was chubby when I first got him. Okay, so he's not now. Oh, and he stayed like that? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. Just means he's healthy. And that he's eating well and stuff. I wish I could see a picture of him. Do you know what kind of bunny he is? Or is he just like, or that maybe that you never found out what kind of breed he was? Like, are the ears up? Are the ears down? That would be the last question I ask you, because I know I said I was going to go. Um, but give him a kiss for me, even if you don't know what breed he is. Tell Cut that, or is it Quat? Quat? Um, Tell him that Auntie Kelly loves him. And your God tells you to love everybody. Because, okay, by his color. What color is he? Let me guess. Black, right? He's black. With some markings. But, I'll wait to see if you answer. But if you don't, it's, no big deal. I'm gonna let you go because we're going on 3 hours. And oh, he is white. Wow, I was wrong. A little grayish. Sounds like my Casper. I had a bunny named Casper. I named him Casper because he was white, and he had gray-tipped ears, and the nose was gray. Okay, I'll let you go. I love you for watching my video. Thanks for staying with me and going along and listening to my story. And if you have any questions at any point, find one of my videos and leave me a comment. But I'll let you go for now, and I gotta figure out how to end this. But before I do that, how do I do it? Oh, okay, I know. I just hit the X. So, hopefully I'll see you very soon, okay? Thanks for watching. And say a prayer for me if you can. And that my health gets better. Give your bunny a kiss. And I'll see you later. Bye.